Our story is very much about luck.
We always kind of expected that there would be a light at the end of the tunnel and that he would live a relatively normal life. And unfortunately, there's so many kids that can't or won't. And so it's the most incredible club that you never want to be a part of until you are, and then you can't live without it.
Connor was our second child, pretty relaxed throughout the pregnancy. We had our 20-week ultrasound appointment. I noticed that Janet, the incredible ultrasound tech that we had, kind of stopped making small talk. I don't know if it's hindsight or if I remember correctly, but I knew something was wrong. And she kept going back to his heart.
Anna's OB came in and effectively just said, we think that there's something that's a little off, and we've got a team at Barnes that specializes in this, and we need to get you in there as soon as possible.
Nothing can prepare you for, getting that news halfway through your pregnancy. It just, sucked the joy out of everything.
The next day, we were able to get in and do the echo with the fetal care center at Barnes.
Cardiologist came in with a nurse and essentially, confirmed our worst case scenario was that he would have to have surgery after he was born.
That was the worst day of our lives.
I remember my mom telling me, she's just said, okay, you need to start picturing this baby and planning for him. Everything went perfect with his delivery, and I remember my OB saying, he's healthy, he's crying, he's pink, he looks perfect.
It wasn't until after Connor was born that we really engaged with the Ollie Hinkle Heart Foundation.
We had a son named Ollie who was born on November 28th, 2011. And when he was 3 days old, we were told that he had a heart defect and that it would require surgery. And his life was short. He only lived 13 months.
After Ollie died, we were feeling incredible loss and grief. And, at the funeral, we asked for donations to help fund research for congenital heart defects. And here we are now, 11 years later, and we're doing work throughout the entire country and helping just in ways that are unimaginable that we never thought we would be doing when we first started the Ollie Hinkle Heart Foundation.
Can't even fathom what that took from losing Ollie to saying we're gonna not only rally an entire community of heart warriors and their families, but also build this beautiful thing out of a terrible tragedy.
They've just kind of created this space for all of us. That first movie night, people were introducing themselves and saying, so what's your defect? It was normal. I didn't realize it at the time, how much I needed that, just to be able to be with other families that have been through what you've been through, and a lot who have been through far worse. Hearing these stories and getting to connect with these people, you get kind of survivor's guilt, and you're we're so lucky. Why did we get a, more manageable diagnosis?
I've felt lucky over the last couple years to get to know Anna and Graham. I first met them at one of our Heart Family events. It was her first time stepping out into the heart community, I think, and the way that they've taken their experience and they're using that now to advocate for other families like theirs. It's really been incredible to get to know them and to see Connor grow up.
The pain and suffering of losing a child, how hard that is, it's something you'd wish on nobody. But I think we also had the opportunity to see the good in the world.
And the support that they provide to families all over the country, from groceries and making sure that the rent gets paid on time, and from there all the way up to how can we make sure that there's enough research available for the medical community.
Our mental health program really gave us the opportunity to grow and further our other programs like technology and research.
Ollie's branch made it so easy to just quickly connect Anna with a therapist, and we're extraordinarily grateful for that.
I'm looking forward to, as Connor gets older, that, being more for him versus me, and having it be like, oh, these kids are just like me.
We wish more than anything that Ollie was still here, but we know that because of the work that the Ollie Hinkle Heart Foundation does, and other lives have been saved and other lives have been changed.
In the beginning, something that felt like it was about that loss over the years has really transformed into something that's more about his legacy.
The Ollie Hinkle Heart Foundation, it's like a miracle for heart families.
We're so grateful to everybody who's part of this community. Their support and their involvement is what allows us to continue having this ability to talk about Ollie and to feel like he's so much a part of our lives, even 11 years after he's passed away.
You need an anchor, and I think Ollie Hinkle Heart Foundation is that anchor for us.